Apple in June 2020 introduced the latest version of its iOS operating system, iOS 14, which is set to be released this fall. iOS 14 is one of Apple's biggest iOS updates to date, introducing home screen design changes, major new features, updates for existing apps, Siri improvements, and many other tweaks that streamline the iOS interface. First and foremost, iOS 14 brings a redesigned home screen that includes support for widgets for the first time. Widgets can be dragged from the Today view right into the home screen and can be pinned in different sizes. With a Smart Stack feature, the iPhone can use on-device intelligence to surface the right widget based on time, location, and activity. Each home screen page can display widgets customized for work, travel, sports, and more. The Today section where widgets are housed has also been redesigned, and there is Widgets Gallery where users can choose new widgets from apps and customize those widgets. Swiping all the way to the end of the app pages on an iPhone opens the new app library, which is an interface that shows all the apps on your iPhone to see everything at a glance. Apps are organized into your folder system, but there are also app-created folders like Suggestions and App Arcade that intelligently surface apps. New app downloads can be added to your home screen or kept in the app library to keep your home screen cleaner. New space-saving measures mean incoming phone calls and Siri requests no longer take over the entire screen. Phone calls and FaceTime will show up in a small banner on the iPhone's display, while activating Siri will show a small animated Siri icon at the bottom of the screen. With a picture-in-picture mode, users can watch videos or talk on FaceTime while also using other apps at the same time, with FaceTime or a video playing in a small icon that can be relocated to any corner of the iPhone screen. Siri is smarter in iOS 14 and can answer a greater range of questions with info pulled from across the internet, and Siri can also send audio messages. Keyboard dictation runs on device, adding an additional layer of privacy for dictated messages. Apple added app clips to iOS 14, letting users take advantage of some app features without needing to download the full app. App clips can let you do things like rent a scooter, purchase a coffee, make a restaurant reservation, or fill a parking meter just by scanning a code with no need to download a full app. Apple describes app clips as just a small part of an app experience designed to be found in the moment it's needed. App clips work through Apple-designed app clip codes, NFC tags, or QR codes, and can also be shared in Messages or from Safari. Speaking of the Messages app, Apple now lets users pin an imported conversation so that it stays at the top of the app. Messages can be pinned with a simple swipe to the right on any chat. A new online replies feature can be used to reply to a specific message in a conversation, which is especially useful in group chats. For group conversation, Apple added a not mention feature, which means a group chat can be muted but sends a notification when a user's name is mentioned. Group chat photos can be customized with an image or an emoji, and the icons for each person at the top of a conversation make it clear who was last speaking. There are new memoji options that include additional hairstyles, headwear, face coverings, and age, plus new memoji stickers for huge, fist bump, and blush. For the Health app, Apple has added support for sleep tracking on Apple Watch, plus a health checklist for safety features, and an addition to help users better understand how audio levels can impact hearing health. CarPlay let users set wallpaper and support new app types for parking, electric vehicle charging, and quick food ordering. The Home app is smarter with automation, suggestions, and control center quick access buttons. Plus, an adaptive lighting feature lets HomeKit lights adjust their color temperature through the day. On-device face recognition lets cameras and video doorbells tell users exactly who's at the door based on people saved in photos. And HomeKit secure video cameras support activity zones for the first time. There is a new Apple Designer Translate app that provides text and voice translations to and from 11 languages. An on-device mode let languages be downloaded for on-device translations only, and a conversation mode speaks translations allowed so users can talk with someone that speaks a different language, and it can detect the language being spoken and translates appropriately. The supported languages include Arabic, Chinese, English, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Portuguese, Russian, and Spanish. With iOS 14, the AirPods can seamlessly and automatically switch between Apple devices with automatic device switching. And for AirPods Pro, there is a new special audio feature for surround sound, complete with dynamic heat tracking. iOS 14 also provides notifications when the battery in AirPods or AirPods Pro is close to dying. When iOS 14 is released, the Find My app will include support for third-party products and accessories, so item trackers like Tile can be located directly in the Find My app. There are dozens of tweaks and changes for other apps. Apple Arcade supports cross-platform saving. Developers can make App Store subscriptions available for families. The Camera app has a new exposure compensation control. Photo has a new organizational options. Reminder has smart suggestions and quick entry. And for the first time, third-party email and browser app can be set as default. iOS 14 is compatible with the iPhone 6s and later, which means it runs on all devices able to run on iOS 13. It's limited to registered developers at this time, but Apple plans to make a public beta available in July. If this video was helpful for you, don't forget to subscribe.